welcome to Sir-Kenneth's Talk Show! Good day and welcome back to this new edition of Sir-Kenneth's Talk Show, and Merry Christmas to you once more. Today we're going to be talking about the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Yes, the greatest Christmas movie, not the greatest Christmas movies of all time. But before we begin, please note to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and do not miss another episode of Sir-Kenneth's Talk Show. Okay, so before we talk about the greatest Christmas movie of all time, I would like to mention a few other Christmas movies that I have been checking out lately this season. You know, it's the Christmas season. I do everything possible to be in the season, to live in the moment. Yeah, so this month, the Christmas movies that I've checked out so far are The Best Man Holiday. The Best Man Holiday is a Will Parker production. It stars some of my favorite actors in Hollywood. It stars Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs, Harold Perrineau, Terrence Howard, Monica Calhoun, Nia Long, Regina Hall. I mean, it's a star-studded black cast, and I really love this cast. It's actually a sequel to the movie The Best Man that came out in the late 90s. So The Best Man Holiday is a sequel that came out in 2013. That's 11 years ago. Yeah, it's been 11 years since The Best Man Holiday came out. So it's about this group of friends who come together on Christmas, like to celebrate together, you know. But you know how friendships are, there's always some drama going on at certain levels of the friendship. So I really do love this movie because it really portrays the black community in the US, how they live, as friends and everything. So I really do love The Best Man Holiday, and I think that's a classic to me. It's a classic. All plus, the first movie, The Best Man. But okay, since we're talking about the Christmas movies, I'm talking about The Best Man Holiday. If you haven't checked it out, please do check it out. It's really amazing. Another amazing Christmas movie that I really do love and that I've checked out this season is Almost Christmas. Almost Christmas is another Will Parker production. It stars Monique, Gabrielle Union. It also stars Jesse T. Usher. It stars Romani Malco. It stars this social media guy, DC Young Fly. Yeah, so it's a beautiful cast as well. It's about this family who come together at Christmas Day. There's always this get together on Christmas, and there's always drama happening, and that's why I really do love this movie, because it's just so relatable. I mean, each family has a certain level of drama, and I really do love that. Really do love how they portray these in movies. So Almost Christmas, if you haven't checked it out, please do check it out. Another amazing Christmas movie that I've checked out this season, which I really did love as a kid too, was Dr. Seuss' How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The version that came out in 2000. That's the Jim Carrey version. Actually, I recently just found out that the Grinch is actually a really old story. Like, when you hear of Dr. Seuss, it's obviously something like from almost 100 years ago. So the original movie, the first Grinch movie, I think came out in 1950, if I'm not mistaken. It came out, 1950, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and the 2000 version, I thought that was the original version, but apparently it's not the original Grinch version. But that's the first Grinch movie I saw, and I really did love it as a kid. I checked it out again recently, and it really lit up that inner child in me. There've been other Grinch movies that have come out ever since. There's been the Grinch animated movie that came out a couple years ago, like 2-3 years ago. I really did love that too. But the Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Jim Carrey, I think that's my favorite Grinch movie, and you need to check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. Another amazing Christmas movie, well, I don't know if this qualifies as a Christmas movie, is The Preacher's Wife. It stars Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston. I'm not sure if this is a Christmas movie, but it does happen during the Christmas season, during winter. And I just love anything Whitney Houston, Denzel Washington. I mean, what's not to love? I've seen this movie just once, unfortunately, and I didn't start the movie from the beginning. So I think I will definitely be checking it out again before the end of this season. Yeah, The Preacher's Wife. I really do love that movie. Yeah. I equally just recently checked out The Polar Express. The Polar Express came out in 2004 or 2003. I'm not really sure when, but it's somewhere around the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. That's when The Polar Express came out, and I've been seeing people hype this movie up a lot on Facebook and on social media, talking about how it's one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. So, I think me watching it was long overdue. So I checked it out like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I really, no offense to fans of this movie, but I really didn't get what the hype was about. Probably I might assume that, since it's destined for kids, I mean, I'm probably not the main audience for this movie, so it wasn't all that to me, okay. But I would like to argue that there's a lot of kids movies that I've seen and I really, really do love, in spite of the fact that I'm not the main audience of these movies. But the Polar Express, it just didn't do it for me, okay. It's an okay movie at most, but I don't know. I don't think that's the kind of movie I'll be watching twice or thrice during the season. Maybe once a year or once in 2 years. I don't know. But it's an okay movie. It's not a bad movie, but it just didn't. It just didn't give what I expected it to give. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, finally, I would like us to talk about the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Not just according to me, but according to statistics, it's Home Alone. Okay, I would just like to say the first two movies. Well, but when I say Home Alone, I'm talking about Home Alone, like the first movie, and Home Alone Lost in New York. I just recently learned there's a Home Alone 3 and 4, but it has a completely different cast from the original Home Alone movie. So I'm not sure if I'm going to check it out. I've never seen it before. But I would like to argue that Home Alone is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Debate your ancestors if you do not agree. I'm sorry. Okay, Home Alone. Everybody do loves Home Alone. I just love everything about this movie, from the soundtrack to the whole concept of the film. Like before Home Alone, I don't think there was any other go-to Christmas movie before Home Alone came out. Well, I can't speak for those who were alive at that time, because I was born like 7 years after Home Alone came out. But since I was a child till today, not one Christmas season passes by without me seeing Home Alone at least once or twice. And this season I've already seen it like 3 to 4 times, and I'll still probably watch it again tonight or tomorrow or on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day itself. I don't know, but I really, really do love Home Alone. Okay, it's everybody's go-to Christmas movie, and I really love how adventurous the movie is, and how smart this kid is. Kevin McAllister is in this movie. Is really, really smart. I wonder if I was that smart at that age. At my big age, I don't know if I'm that smart. So yeah, I really, really do love the concept of the movie. And what I love most about the movie is how his family leaves him alone throughout the entire movie, and at the end of each movie, the first person who finds him is his mother. And especially in Home Alone Lost in New York, the second movie, and when he's in front of that Christmas tree and he's making his wish, talking about all he wants is his mother, and he promises never to be bad again. And right after he makes that wish, his mother is right behind him and calls him, and he's like, wow, that was really fast. And and when the mother gets closer to him, and she apologizes, and he's like, Merry Christmas, mommy, and they hug each other, and she's like, Merry Christmas, sweetheart. And that part warms my heart each time, because the love between the mother and her son is really, really undefeated. Each time I watch that movie and I'm watching that scene, I just picture myself and my mama. Okay, it's really, wow, that's the highlight of the Home Alone movie, when Kevin meets his mother at the end of the movie. It's just the most beautiful scene in cinematic history, to me at least. Yeah. So yeah, Home Alone is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. If you are one who celebrates Christmas and you don't watch Home Alone at least once every year, then I don't know what you're doing. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're doing. I really do not know what you are doing. Thank you for staying tuned to Sir-Kenneth's talk show for this episode. I hope you did enjoy the talk on the greatest Christmas movie of all time. I hope you do. I hope you agree with me when I say Home Alone is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. But anyway, if you do not, I'd like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. But until then, please remember to like, subscribe, stay tuned to Sir-Kenneth's talk show for more content. Okay, Merry Christmas once more. Peace.